well, thanks for asking. And so, Rodrigo, what have you been up to today? What have you done today?
I have been working uh, during the morning. In the afternoon, I was studying about a project, and now I'm trying to practice English.
Okay, so nice. You were working in the morning, and then you were doing a project, and now you're studying English. That's good. Sounds like a full day. And Rodrigo, what do you do for work? What's your job?
Uh, I work I work as a SAP consultant in
Consultant.
the financial area. Uh,
Okay.
that's it.
Okay, so a financial consultant. Cool. Um, okay, and Anatoly, welcome to class as well. Anatoly, how are you doing?
Hello, I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Doing well, thanks for asking. And so, Anatoly, how was your day?
Oh, a good day, thank you. Uh, Working day, nothing special.
Okay. So you had a good day, just worked, nothing too special. All right, nice, that's good. And all right, Anatoly, maybe what about tomorrow? Do you have any plans for tomorrow, Anatoly?
Tomorrow is also working day for me. uh,
Okay.
don't have definite plans.
Okay, just work.
Yes.
All right, nice. And Shadow, welcome to class as well. Shadow, how are you doing? Okay, and Paula, welcome to class, Paula.
Hello.
Hi. And so, Paula, um, I'm not sure if I recognize um, you. Have you come to class recently, Paula? Have you been in class with me before?
No, I haven't.
Okay, well, welcome. And Paula, where are you from?
I'm from Spain.
Okay, you're from Spain. Perfect. Okay,
Yes.
and so it's nice to meet you. And Roberto, welcome to class as well. Roberto, how are you doing?
Hello, thank you. I'm very well.
Okay,
Uh,
nice. And Roberto, I don't think I've seen you before either. Roberto, where are you from?
I'm from Spain, like Paula.
Okay, nice. From Spain as well. And Roberto, what do you like to do for fun? What do you do in your free time?
In my free time, I would like to practice sport, study English, and study a lot of topics for my work.
Okay, nice. Play sports, study a lot of topics for work, study English. Cool. What about you, Paolo? What do you do in your free time?
In my free time, I like to spend time with my family and my friends. So I go out with them and have dinner, have lunch, and if I am alone, I like to improve my English.
Okay,
So
nice. Yeah, really good. And Audie, welcome to class. Audie, how are you?
I'm doing good, thank you. How are you, teacher?
I'm well, thanks for asking. And so, Audie, what have you done today?
Not much for today. Yeah, I just doing many classes for today because I'm not
Okay,
busy today.
nice.
That
Taking a lot of classes, but not much else. That'll be good. So hopefully learn a lot of English. And Abraham, welcome to class as well. Abraham, how are you doing?
Hi, brother. I'm doing well.
Nice. That's good to
Yeah,
hear.
nice to meet you guys.
Yeah,
So
it's nice
interesting,
to meet
actually.
you too.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm sorry. It's a little bit difficult to hear what you're saying, Abraham.
Really?
It, it sounds like the microphone is just really low. Is there a way that you
Uh,
could raise the volume on your microphone?
I don't know. How is it now?
It's okay. I can still kind of hear you. It's still quiet.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay. So yeah, hopefully maybe just speak clearly or slowly. But if there is a way that you can go into your settings and just raise the volume of your microphone, that'd be really helpful.
Actually, I have another headphone, so maybe I can use it.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that might work
Sorry
too.
about bothering, okay?
No, no worries. Don't worry about it at all.
Thank you so much.
Okay, well, let's get started on today's class. I'm going to start the screen share. And so let's start with Shadow. Can you read the title in the next few lines?
Okay. Hello, teacher. I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you.
Hello.
Yeah,
Okay.
Shadow, can you hear me?
History Benedict.
Okay. And so, Rodrigo, can you read the title in the next few lines?
Yes. History, Benedict Arnold. Today we will learn new vocabulary. Learn about Benedict Arnold's prison.
Okay. And can you read the rest of it?
Okay. Discuss the American Revolution. Discuss the idea of betrayal.
Yeah. Can you repeat the idea
The idea.
of betrayal? Good. Okay, that sounded good. All right, so we have Benedict Arnold. And let's go on to the next page. Rodrigo, can you ask Roberto the first question?
Roberto, do you know about the American Revolution?
I know a little about the American Revolution. Uh, my my short experience with history is very short, or I have little knowledge about history. But for me, it's interesting learn about American history and history in general.
Okay, so maybe we'd say American history and history in general is interesting.
Yes, history in general. Uh,
It's very
I
interesting.
have more time, more free time, and for me, I can dedicate more time to study history or about history.
Yeah, so I guess the more free time you have, the more time you can dedicate to studying history. Yeah, okay. And I think that's good. What about you, Paola? What do you know about the American Revolution? Do you know anything about it?
Yes, I know that the American Revolution was in 1776, and the 13 states of America wanted to be independent from Great Britain. So, because Great Britain had uh, had a very high taxes. I don't know, and
Okay.
that's all I know.
Very high taxes. Good. That's awesome. That's a uh, really good answer. Good grammar too, Paola. Really nice
Thank
job there. All right. And Alex and Ishmael, And also, Laira, welcome to class, all you guys. Alex, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm doing well, thanks for asking. And Ismail, how about you? How are you doing? Okay, maybe. Oh, there you are.
Hi, Joshua. I'm doing well, thank you.
Nice, that's good to hear. It sounds like you've got some background. Yeah, but nice to see you again, Ismail. And
Thank you,
Larry,
Joshua.
thanks.
Yes, hello.
Hi, how do you pronounce your name, Larry?
Leire.
Larry.
Yeah, more or less, yes.
Lere. Lere?
Leire, with an I.
Lere. Okay, that sounds like a tough one. Lere. Okay, well, I guess if I really butcher it, just let me know. But okay, welcome to class. And, okay, let's have Paula. Can you ask Audie the next question?
Okay, Leire, do you have any infamous, well-known for a bad quality or deed figures in your country?
Infamous, sorry. Can you repeat infamous?
Infamous?
Yeah, so maybe more like infamous. Infamous.
Infamous.
Good. Nicely done. All right, and Audie?
Here, what is did?
Deed is like an action.
Okay. Yes, of course, we have in 1965, there's a bad deed in our country. It's called PKI. 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 It's a very rebel. I mean, I don't know how to say it in correct way, but I think yes, we have.
Okay. So yeah, so a bad group called the PKI, and I think that's
Yes.
that's a good answer. We'd be talking about an infamous figure. So just one person who's known for maybe a bad quality, a bad deed. So just something bad that they did maybe in your country. Are there any people that you could think of?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the figure who create this bad organization, but I think I can get it.
Okay, that's fine. And maybe let's have Larry. Sorry, Larry, what about you?
Yeah, but I don't understand very well the question. It can be a person like a politician, or but that have a bad reputation, but it's not bad person, only bad reputation. I don't know how to say. Like, for example, I'm from Spain, and here in Spain nowadays are a lot of problems with corruption, with political corruption.
Huh? A lot of problems. Corruption. And can you repeat corruption?
Corruption?
Yeah, so I think a corrupt figure would work as well. Usually we'd be talking about somebody in the past. So if you look at, I think this is Brutus. So Brutus stabbed Caesar in the back.
Ah, okay, in the past. Okay, I have a clear example. Then Franco, for example, dictator.
So can you explain? So answer in a complete sentence, maybe.
Well, do you have any famous figures? Yes, one of them was Franco, a dictator who governed in Spain in after the Civil War, for example.
Nice. Civil. Perfect. That's a great answer. One infamous person was Franco, dictator.
Okay.
Good.
Teacher, now I remember.
Yeah. Okay.
Hans Sniffeld. Hans Sniffeld. He's from Dutch.
Okay, so he was Dutch?
Yes, he is Dutch. His name Hans Sniffeld, like I write on the chat box.
Yeah. Okay. Really interesting. I hadn't heard of him. I'll have to look him up a little bit. But good. Really good answer, Dottie. Okay, and
thank you.
yeah, of course. Does anybody have any other questions or comments, or does anybody know any infamous figures that they are dying to talk about? Anything else? Okay, well, let's go on to the next page. Let's talk about some vocabulary. And let's start with Ismail. Can you read the title and the directions?
Vocabulary. Read the words and ask about words you don't know.
Good.
Traitor, rebellion, commission, defect, obtain, merchant, indebted, bidder, shame.
Good. You did a really good job. There's some really difficult words, but you did a really great job, especially like defect, indebted, bidder. Really nicely done. Maybe merchant. Can you repeat merchant?
Merchant.
Good. And then scheme.
Scheme.
Perfect. Nicely done. Okay. And does anybody have any questions about any of these words? Any questions here?
What is indebted or?
Good. Indebted. What does indebted mean? Does anybody know?
No.
Any ideas?
Owing money to another? Josh?
Yeah. Yeah, owing money to another person or institution. Exactly. That's good. Really nicely done. Any other questions?
The last one.
The last one, scheme.
Scheme.
So yeah, does anybody know what scheme means?
Design, maybe? Josh?
Yeah, a design. So that could be a synonym. Design's pretty broad though, so design could be a number of different things.
Scheme could be the main structure of something.
Yeah.
Of a plan, of a building.
Plan.
A project.
Plot, maybe?
Project, a plot. Yeah, I think that's exactly what we're looking at. So it could be a scheme as just the structure of something, a design. In this case, we're talking about scheme more of like a plan or a plot. So if you're scheming something, you're planning some secret action, perhaps. Would be a scheme. But good. Any other questions? Okay. What about defect? Who can tell me what defect means?
It's when you lost a battle, for example.
Not quite when you lose a battle. Any
It is
other ideas?
like abandon. How about?
Yeah,
It is
I
kind
think
of abandon.
definitely. It's pretty much abandoned. So when you defect, you abandon or leave something. Yeah, exactly. And I think that's good. Does anybody have any other questions?
But defect, it's a flaw, no? It's the opposite
That'd be
to virtue.
a defect.
Defect.
Yeah, so if you say defect, it would be flaw. And a defect, or to defect,
Mm-hmm.
sounds like defect. Again, it's the same word, is to abandon or leave something. It's just the pronunciation difference. This is a defect.
So the pronunciation is different, but you write them equally.
Exactly, so they're homonyms.
Okay.
Okay. And does anybody have any other questions? Okay, let's try one sentence. Let's have Anatoly, can you make a sentence using bitter?
Bitter. This drink wasn't sweet. It was bitter.
Good. This drink wasn't sweet, it was bitter. Definitely, that's perfect. And if we're describing people, we can describe them as bitter as well. Maybe let's have Ismail. How would you describe somebody using bitter?
For example, a football player is bitter to get a goal. No?
Not quite. It's a little bit different. Does anybody know how we'd use bitter in a way to describe somebody?
Yes, bitter character is when a person is always angry with the world. He doesn't find anything worthy. Everything is bad. He always is angry.
Yeah, everything is bad. And he's always angry. I think that's good. Okay, yeah. So usually when somebody's angry with someone or something about something else. Perfect. And I think we're good here. Does anybody have any last questions before we move on? Okay. And let's do some fill in the blanks. And let's start with Anatoly. Can you read the title?
Vocabulary fill in the blank.
Good. And try the first one, Anatoly.
Okay. The blank was only partially successful. A new country was formed, but the colonial government elected the new leader. Maybe scheme?
Okay, yeah, that could work actually. So scheme could be one. What's another one that would work?
Commission.
Not commission. So when a new country is formed, how does that happen sometimes?
Rebellion?
Yeah, the rebellion. It's only partially. And can you repeat partially?
Partially.
Good. Nicely done. And Alex, can you try the next one?
Okay. God usually buy and sell goods. Merchant.
Okay. Yeah, that works. So if you say A merchant, you have to change these words.
Buys
Yeah,
and sells.
good. Buys and sells, good. You could also say merchants, just generally. So merchants would be plural, usually buy and sell goods. But that's good. Really nicely done. And Rodrigo, what about the next one?
Mm, The a rebellion.
That could work, yeah. There's another one that could work here too.
Mm, The not- the rebellion was brought to life by a bitter conspirator who defect
Yeah, defected.
defected.
Huh? Yeah. And so you could say the rebellion or the scheme.
Yeah.
Okay. And who can tell me what brought to light means? What does brought to light mean?
To clear, uh,
Clear. Not quite to clear.
To reveal the truth.
to reveal. Yes.
To reveal. Yeah. So brought to light, revealed. Bring to light, to reveal. Good. Perfect. That was great. And let's try the next one, Roberto.
The man only became gap when he found out how terribly gap he was. It was the only way he could aim back the
Earn.
money. M
Earn.
M
Earn.
M.
Close. It's more like earn. Earn.
Okay. The man only became traitor
Mm-hmm.
when he found out how. Oh, oh, um, ten? No.
Not quite.
Commission.
Mm-mm. Close.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry at all. You're doing a good job. This is a hard one.
Bitter. No.
Close. Remember, this has to do with money.
Money.
Does anybody have any ideas to help him out? Can anybody help him out?
Mercan?
Indebted.
Oh.
It's close. It's indebted, yeah.
Yes. I understand the sentence now. Okay.
Okay. Can you explain the sentence in your own words, Roberto?
Um. Yes. Because the man the didn't pay the money someone before lend him or Yeah.
I think you're on the right track. This is a hard one. Can anybody help him explain what this sentence means?
Okay.
The man have many debt. Maybe he gambled too much and he debt a lot. And the only solution to pay his debt back, he is going to be a traitor, and maybe he is going to sell some information to another country to get some money and pay his debt back.
Nice. And yeah, maybe get out from under debt. But yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. Good. Very nicely done. Paola, what about the next one? Can you read that next sentence?
Yes. If you want to obtain a good commission with the army, it helps to be loyal and smart.
Good. It's perfect. I can't seem to do anything with the page. It looks like it's trying to save and it's not working. So hold on, I'm going to close that out really quickly. Sorry. That was a great answer, though. Does anybody have any questions on this page while we're looking at it? Okay.
I'm not sure about last sentence, Joshua. If you want to commission.
Yeah. If you want to obtain, she said. If you want to obtain a good
If you want to obtain a good commission, it is a definite number of money.
Yeah, a commission is like a good job. So you can commission somebody to do work. It's like you pay them to do work for you. But yeah, a commission is kind of like a job. And why is this not working? I'm sorry, I'm trying to like close the program.
Wage, salary.
Yeah, a wage or salary, a commission. It's usually like a post, so it's more like a job.
Empowerment.
And hold on, I'm gonna try to bring that up again. Does anybody else? Yeah, I can't really expand that screen, Roberto, unfortunately. Hold on, I need to get it back up too. Sorry, guys. And so, Larry, Lyra. Larry. So what are you going to do tomorrow?
Well, the normal thing. I'm going to go to work until more or less 6 p.m. in the afternoon, and then I am going to go to French class.
French class. Okay, great. And what about you, Ishmael? Ishmael, what are you going to do tomorrow?
Well, Joshua, I'm going to meet with my friend. He came to my city from another city. He is going to interview with a different company. He is planning to change his workplace. I am going to pick up him and went to the company.
Okay, so you're going to pick him up.
I'm going to pick him up.
Yeah, and take him to the company?
Give him a ride.
Yeah, nice. Good expression. Give him a ride. Okay, and let's see if we can make this. a little bit bigger. I think that's about as big as I can make it, Roberto. Hopefully that helps.
Okay. It's right.
Okay, and let's go on to the next page, and let's do some reading, and let's have Neri, can you read the title and the next paragraph?
Yeah. Reading. Benedict Arnold. Benedict Arnold was a general during the American Revolutionary War who originally fought for the American Continental Army but defected to the British Army. While a general on the American side, he obtained command of the fortifications at West Point, New York, overlooking the cliffs at the Hudson River, upriver from British-occupied New York City, and planned to surrender it to the British forces. After the plan was exposed in September 1780, he was commissioned into the British Army as a brigadier general.
Good. Really good work. Maybe the only small things? Originally.
Originally.
Good. Originally and command.
Command.
Good. Command exposed.
Exposed. Okay.
Nice. Good job. Exposed. And let's have Ismail, can you read the next part?
Okay. Born in Connecticut, Arnold was a merchant operating ships on the Atlantic Ocean. When the war broke out 1775, after joining the growing army outside Boston, he distinguished himself through acts of intelligence and bravery.
Yeah, good job. Really good work. Good job with dates, actually. Both of you guys did a really good job with your dates. Maybe the only small things, Connecticut. Can you repeat Connecticut?
Connecticut?
Yeah, Connecticut.
Connecticut.
Good. Nicely done. That's a hard one. And then operating.
Operating.
Yeah,
Operating.
Yeah, operating. Good job. Really nice work. And does anybody have any questions here on this page?
Yes. What does upriver mean?
Upriver. Okay.
In the first paragraph.
Yeah, really good question. Does anybody know what upriver means?
Against the current of the river?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in a lot of cases, it'd be, yeah, just against the current of the river would be upriver. And that's the best answer. I can't do any better than that. Does that make sense, Alex?
Yeah. Thank you.
Any other questions? Okay, and so we'll do a little bit more reading. And let's start with, I think we're on Anatoly. Anatoly, did you just read? No. Anatoly, can you read the first part of this paragraph?
Okay. Despite Armand's successes, he was passed over for promotion by the Conventional Congress, while other officers claimed credit for some of his accomplishments. Adversaries in military and political circles brought charges of corruption or other malfeasance, but most often he was quieted in formal inquiries. And next?
Yeah, read one more sentence, sorry.
Okay. Congress investigated his accounts and found he was indebted to Congress after spending much of his own money on the war effort.
Yeah, on the war effort. Can you repeat
Effort.
effort?
Effort.
Good. Effort. And what was the next one? Indebted. Can you repeat indebted?
Indebted.
Yeah. And then malfeasance. Malfeasance.
Malfeasance.
Yeah, that's a tricky word, but good. And then adversaries.
Adversaries.
Good. And continental.
Continental.
Perfect. Nicely done. Does anybody have any questions about any of these words?
What is malfeasance?
Good. Great pronunciation. And so it's just like something that you do wrong. So in this case, we're talking about like corruption, malfeasance, just any bad thing really. So just like generally bad actions. Does that make sense?
Yes, okay, thanks.
Yeah, for sure. And any other questions?
Yes, acquitted, informal English.
Yeah,
Inquire.
acquitted. Can you repeat acquitted?
Acquitted.
Close. It's quit. Acquitted.
Acquitted.
Yeah, and it's cleared of wrongdoing. So, proven innocent.
Okay.
And an inquiry is just a special group of people that, I guess, it's like judge, but they look into a situation, they ask questions about it. So that's what inquire means. Inquire is ask, and an inquiry is like a group of people who ask questions about a specific event in order to, technically find the truth. But yeah. Does that make sense? Okay. And does anybody have any other questions on that first part? Okay.
George, what does adversaries mean?
Adversaries.
Adversaries.
Yeah, adversaries. And so, does anybody know what an adversary is?
Enemies.
Yeah, an enemy. So somebody who doesn't like you very much is an adversary. Any other questions? Okay. Let's read the next part, Alex.
Okay. Frustrated and bitter at this, as well the alliance with France and failure of Congress to accept Britain's 1778 proposal to grant full self-governance in the colonies, Arnold decided to change sides and opened secret negotiations with the British. In July 1780, she was offered continued to pursue and was awarded command of West Point. Continue?
Yeah.
Okay. Arnold's scheme to surrender the fort to the British was exposed when American forces captured British Major John Andre carrying papers that revealed the plot.
Good. Can you repeat revealed?
Revealed.
Yeah, revealed. And pursue.
Pursue.
Good. Pursue and I think alliance.
Alliance.
Yeah, alliance.
Alliance.
Good. I think you did a good job. And so what about this part? Does anybody have any questions about this part? Okay. So yeah, he's bitter that he is in debt for spending money on the war. He doesn't like the alliance with France, and he wishes that the Congress, the U.S. Congress, accepted Britain's proposal of self-governance. Yeah, and so he then obtained the point at West Point. Let's read the next part. Rodrigo, can you read the end?
Yes. Upon learning of Andre's capture, Arnold fled down the Hudson River to the British sloop of war, for there, narrowly avoiding capture by the force of George Washington, who had been alert to the plot.
Good. Can you repeat alerted? Alerted.
Alerted. Alerted.
And then forces.
Forces.
Nicely done. Okay. Any questions on this page? Does anybody have any questions on this page?
Josh, actually, I couldn't understand what is going on, especially at the end of this page.
Okay. So maybe to make it a little bit clearer, he was awarded the command of West Point. So that's important. So he was awarded the command of West Point. And then
change sides. What is the meaning of which sides are there? I couldn't understand. Arnold decided to change sides.
Good question.
He joined in British troops?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he was an American general.
How?
And he decided to join British troops. Does that make sense?
Okay. He's a traitor and he revealed some warplanes to
Yeah, so he has a scheme.
British.
So what's a scheme to surrender the fort to the British? Who can explain that?
Sorry, would you repeat that?
Yeah, so if he has a scheme to surrender the fort to the British, what's that mean? Alex, can you explain it?
I think it's scheme to surrender the fort. It's about the plan. The plan. The scheme to surrender fort. The British. The fort. It's the American fort.
Yeah.
The American forces. So it's about this General Arnold is going to sell information to the British in order the
Not information.
or
He's
the
going to
plan.
sell a fort. So a location.
Ah, okay.
And Josh.
Yeah.
In July 1780 was awarded command of West Point.
Mm-hmm.
What is the subject of this sentence? I couldn't understand this sentence too.
Okay, so in July 1780, he, Benedict Arnold, was awarded. It's like was given command of West Point. So he was in charge of a fort. So this is a fort. It's kind of like a castle.
Yes.
This is an important location. So yeah, he was given command of a fort. And then his scheme was to surrender the fort that he was just given to the British. Does that make sense?
No, actually, Arnold gave the fort without fighting to the British soldier.
Yeah. So he wanted to change sides. And Britain was going to give him a lot of money.
Because of the debt?
Yeah. So they're going to give him a lot of money for the fort, and if he switched sides. Does that make sense?
Is it? Is he a gambler, or why he has so much debt in that time, Josh?
So he was spending a lot of his money on the war effort. So he spent a lot of money in the war for the U.S., for America. And also he was bitter about a couple different things. So these things. Does that kind of make sense, Ismail? It is complicated.
Yes.
All right. And so, yeah, he was found out, he was exposed, and then he ran away. And he actually did switch sides. Does that make sense, Ismail?
Yes, Josh, but Arnold was a patriot at the start of the war, and he spent his all money for war effort.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't understand after this process how he could change to be a traitor.
Yeah, it's tricky. It was because he didn't have much money left. People were, charging him with corruption and other things. And he was frustrated that there was a pact with France. So for some reason he didn't like France. And he was mad at Congress because he thought that they should have accepted this offer. So there were a number of things. And so he just finally decided to change sides. Does that make a little bit more sense?
Okay. Yes, Josh, thanks.
Yeah, okay. And so does anybody else have any other questions here?
Led down and
So if we go up a river, it's against the current. And down a river is with the current.
with the current.
So
Okay.
flee is to run away. And fled
Flee.
is the irregular past tense of flee. Does that make sense?
Yes. Vulture is a name.
Yep, exactly. That's a name. And this is just, it means boat, like war boat.
Okay.
Okay, good. And any other questions? Okay, let's do some questions about this. And these are tricky questions. Let's have Alex, can you ask Rodrigo the first question?
Why did Benedict Arnold switch sides in the Revolutionary War?
Because he was indebted.
Indebted.
Indebted. He spent a lot of money in the cause of the American War. I think he at the beginning he felt betrayed by the USA.
Yeah, okay. Good. I think that's good. Definitely one of the reasons why he switched sides. Maybe, Rodrigo, can you ask Roberto the last question?
Roberto, what was Benedict Arnold plotting to do?
Rodrigo, are you there? Or sorry,
Yes.
Roberto. Okay, let's go on. Paula, what do you think?
I think Benedict Arnold wanted to be in the British Army, and yes, that's a general explanation, but I don't know exactly what
Okay.
he was going to do.
Who can explain what else he wanted to do? So he definitely wanted to be in the British Army. What was he planning on doing?
I think he was planning to surrender the West Point fort to the British.
Good. Exactly. And I don't know if you said render or surrender. I think surrender would sound better.
Surrender.
Yeah. I think he was planning to surrender the fort West Point to the British. Exactly. That's exactly what he was planning on doing. Good. And I think that's good. We can skip the middle question. Let's go on to the next page. Actually, does anybody have any questions on this page? Okay. And maybe let's have Paula. Can you read this first sentence?
Okay. Because of the way he changed sides, Benedict Arnold's name quickly became a byword in the United States for treason or betrayal.
Good. And Paula, can you ask Nader this next question?
Is there anyone in your country's story famous for betrayal? Who? What happened?
Actually, no, we don't have that someone who is very famous. We can say infamous, right?
Yeah. Who's infamous?
Infamous, yes, sir. Yes. Who's infamous for? Is it the same? Infamous for betrayal?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Okay. And maybe what about Lairi? What about you, Laira?
Well, I don't know any examples neither.
Okay. I don't know any examples either. Okay, good. Yeah, it's kind of a tricky one. But good. And so unfortunately, we're just about out of time. Does anybody have any last questions or any last comments before we finish up?
Do you think it's okay to betray someone who trusts you if you believe you are doing the right thing?
Is that a question for me?
Yes.
I don't know. I think it definitely depends on the situation. It's a hard question. What about you, Nader?
I will never do it.
Okay, yeah, good. I think that's a good point. But yeah, you never know. Depends on what the person who trusts you is doing and what you're betraying, I guess. But yeah, I think it's a hard question.
If you are helping, okay, but if you are betraying him, I don't know how you can betray someone and help him at the same time. Maybe you betray his trust. Yes. Maybe he's doing something wrong and you can tell the right people about him.
I think that's the exception. Yeah, for sure. Okay, And so yeah, thanks for coming in, everybody. Hopefully you guys have a really great day. And yeah, thanks again.
What time is it?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
What time is